Alright, so for today I'm going to be working on Polyglot Pal, this application right here. And currently I'm experiencing a bug where just recreate it for you. So basically what's happening is these are all the saved conversations, right? But this one does not have any messages, and when there's no messages, it automatically fetches
Hallo daar, hoe gaan dit met jou vandag? Ek hoop
automatically fetches a conversation from OpenAI, which then is displayed here, and then you can also obviously hear the text to speech. And the problem is when the user clicks on this this conversation and there's no conversation history, and it loads the first message, I guess. It fetches a OpenAI API to receive a response, right? And so if the user clicks on a different saved conversation, then what should have rendered here is now here, right? So this is obviously not Vietnamese. Maybe it's not so obvious for some people, but yeah, this should not be happening, right? So this is what I'm trying to fix right now. And because this was a hackathon project, it's quite messy, and yeah, it's not the best structure, to be honest. But so right now I'm just thinking, how can I keep track of the previous conversation, right? Because this async function is going to be called when the user clicks on the African's conversation, right? Which is just right here. And then as soon as they switch, since it's an async function, it's still going to be running. And then it's going to set the messages to here. So we have to, I guess, find like a value or identifier to the previous conversation, and then compare that with the current conversation that we're on, right? So in order to do that, I think we could use ref, and we could put an object inside of there that references one of these states, or maybe even the CID branch, right? Because different conversations, they're going to have a different parameter. So I guess we could just sort of try something here, and we'll create a use ref. So const combo D. I think that would work because CID is short for combo ID. Current combo ID is use ref. So we have to put this before initialize use points. Simply put that in. Right. Then we can compare let's see. CID sometimes might not have a value because so if it doesn't have a value, then what is it, right? Then it would just be an empty string, no? So either way, I think it would still work if you're comparing this to this. So I think as soon as this function right here, we can check if the ref matches the current CID. So CID, do that. Just put a console log in here. Let's test this one. Okay. So this works, right? But we're still getting that we're still getting this, which is, you know, not desirable, obviously. So yeah, I think the way this works is that when you set this, right, and then you call the async function, if that useRef changes during this function call, then it doesn't matter because it still references the original previous useRef the useRef, the value of the useRef when this function is called, right? So even if it changes during this function is doing something, then it doesn't really matter, right? References, yeah, so it basically just references the useRef at the time when the function is called. So that works, but there's still an issue with the message is loading states. There should be a way as well. Oh, no. Okay. Is there a better way to do this though? That's what I'm thinking of right now. Okay, I think you set up a very obvious solution, and basically we'll just every time that updates, right? CID change, which means the user changed the conversation, then you won't get that loading thing anymore. So, yeah. That was perfect.
Hey hallo, hoe gaat...
Chào bạn. Dạo
Oh, it's not playing. Oh Lord. Okay, I think I know why, because if we don't let this finish and we go here, then the messages don't change, right?
Hey hallo,
chào bạn. Dạo này bạn thế nào rồi? Có
Alright,
khỏe
so
không? Có gì mới không?
I think we could add CID as a parameter. So do that. And it's still use this one instead.
hey hallo,
Chào bạn.
Interesting.
Chào bạn. Dạo
Hey hallo, hoe gaat het met jou? Lang niet gezien, vertel eens.
chào bạn. Dạo này bạn thế nào rồi? Có khỏe không? Có gì mới?
Who's on that plane?
Hey hallo, hoe gaat het met jou?
Hej, jeg har det godt, tak. Hvad med dig?
Chào bạn. Dạo này bạn thế
I think it has something to do with, because I just tested it. And if you're on here and then you go here and then you immediately go back, it doesn't play. If you do it different,
Hey hallo, hoe gaat...
Chào bạn.
then it does.
Dạo này bạn thế nào rồi?
Hey hallo. Hey hallo, hoe gaat het... Hey hallo, hoe gaat het met jou?
For view music. It's really strange.
Hej, hej, jeg har det godt, tak. Hvad med dig? Hvad har du lavet i dag?
Hey hallo, hoe gaat het met jou?
That is
Lang niet gezien,
strange.
vertel...
Okay, so it does the same thing for that.
Hej, jeg har det godt, tak. Hvad med dig? Hvad har du lavet i dag?
mean, at this point, I feel like the bug could actually be a feature, right? Because if you're switching between two, you don't want to like constantly hear the thing, right? But I feel like at the same time, if I let that happen, it's such a cop out. But so the problem isn't any of this. I think it has to do with this. So I think I have to maybe set it to no here. Let me see. So maybe I have to just completely get rid of the red, right? And then replace it completely. Maybe if it's if you're replacing the ref with the exact same value, maybe it sees that as the same thing, so it doesn't confuse. Because at that point, the voice audio already ended, right? So it's at the end of basically the audio wave, whatever. And so if you're replacing it with the same base 64, maybe perhaps it detects it as the same thing, so it does not start at the beginning, and rather it plays it from the end. That's what I'm guessing. So that's why maybe this could work.
Hej, jeg har det.
So we'll just test it again and see if that actually worked. So we'll start with Vietnamese.
Chào bạn.
Quickly go back. Nothing. Here's the problem. Let's see if this has an effect.
Chào bạn. Dạo này bạn thích
Does not. Does the selected language data change? Is a question. I assume it does because we're getting this. Set Cowboys base 64, and then once you get that, and new audio, and then so perhaps this is setting it for the previous render. And my fucking brain hurts, man. What is this?
Hoe gaat het met je?
Chào bạn, dạo này bạn thế nào rồi?
Hoe gaat het met je? Hoe voel je vandaag? Ik hoop alles is goed met je.
You just
Chào bạn, dạo này bạn thế nào rồi? Có khỏe không? Có gì mới không?
Hoe gaat het met je? Alles goed. Vertel mij, hoe voel je vandaag?
I honestly just want to make this. Man, I want to rewrite this whole thing.
Chào bạn, dạo này bạn...
So when I do that fast, when I switch between these two fast, super quickly, then there's nothing here. I don't get this at all. So getting this. I'm looking at this. Why is that? Is it because it's the same value? Does it not Oh, that makes sense. Holy shit, I feel so stupid. So, since the base 64 is the same value, like, I figured that out like 30 minutes ago, but I thought even if it was the same value, right, it's like it wouldn't matter, like it would still cause its use effect to run, right? But since the base 64 is the same value, it's not rerunning because that's just, yeah, that's how it works. Oh, okay. Alright, that makes sense. So how can I force it to rerun? But do I even want it to rerun? That's the question, right? Probably not. Yeah, probably not, because the only time it would happen, right, is when the user, so
Hey hallo, hoe gaat het met jou? Lang niet gezien, vertel
the user
eens.
quickly switches before this was done loading, right? So if you quickly switch, then you know, it's obviously not gonna have voice. But if you let it load and you're here for a while,
Hoe gaan dit met jou?
and then you switch,
Chào bạn, dạo này bạn thế
then
nào rồi?
the voice plays.
Có khỏe không? Có gì mới không?
So I think that works. I don't think it's necessary to fix that, because then you're forcing. You'd have to force the update, right? Even though it's the same value, and I just don't see the reason why we should change that at all. So yeah, we'll just see that's. It's a feature, not a bug. So at the moment, I think we're good. Yeah. Holy shit. Alright, let's try to find some more bugs.
Hi, hvordan?
Hej, Jeg har det godt, tak. Hvad med dig? Hvad har du lavet i dag?
So there is a delay when the voice pauses, right?
Kaizu, zelan ari zara, nork aditzen ari zaizkion, nolakoa izan da?
Hoe gaan dit met jou vandaag? Alles goed?
It's not a big deal.
Hey,
at
hallo,
all.
hej. Hvordan har du?
Hej, jeg har det godt, tak. Hvad
So
med dig?
only
Hvad har du lavet i
pauses.
dag?
It only pauses once the current conversation's voice has been retrieved from the API. So how can we pause it before that happens? So as soon as the user changes the CID, right? So that would be in here, right? I'm not sure why I put that in there. Obviously reset state. If there is no CID, that means it's a new conversation, and then we would reset the state, right? And if the ref does have an audio file, then we pause it immediately as soon as the conversation changes, and we set it to null. And then if the conversation has messages, or after it gets the first message, then it's going to go through this async function, which should retrieve the voice.
Hej, hvordan har du det? Hvordan går det med din danske indlæring? Det er så godt at høre, at du lærer dansk.
This will
Hvordan er
work,
det gået
but
for dig?
let's just test it. So it should be, the voices should cut off more quickly, or not even play at all if you're switching between these like super fast, right?
مرحبا.
Zdravej. Kaizu,
Hej. Hey, hallo.
Hej, jeg har det godt, tak. Hvad med dig? Hvad har du lavet i dag?
Hey, hallo.
Chào bạn. Dạo này bạn thế nào rồi?
Hej, jeg har det godt, tak. Hvad med?
Hej, hvordan har du det? Hey, hallo. Hoe gaat het met jou? Lang niet gezien. Vertel eens. Hoe gaat het met je Nederlands leren? Ik ben benieuwd.
Kaizu. Здравей, как си? Какво ново имаш? Какво направи твоят ден?
I think we have to use this if statement as well, or get TTS from PAL message, right? Let's test that out quick.
مرحبا يا صديقي، كيف الحال؟ كيف تسير دروسك في تعلم العربية؟ مرحبا يا صديقي، كيف الحال؟
Chào bạn. Dạo này
Hej, jeg har det godt, tak.
Alright, let's go crazy.
Chào bạn. Dạo này bạn thế nào
that's
rồi?
fucking beautiful.
Có khỏe không? Có gì
Oh
mới
my
không?
god. It's so responsive now. improved responsive, improved fuck. Guess we'll just do refactored function async functions related to AI voice, so that when user switches between conversations quickly, the last conversation text to speech does not overlap the current conversation and improves responsiveness in cutting off the voice as soon as conversation is switched. Kind of said that twice, but
Hoe gaan dit?
Chào bạn.
Hey hallo.
Hej min ven, hvordan har du?
Hi, wat? Hey hallo, hoe gaat het met
oh my
jou?
god, it's
Lang niet
beautiful.
gezien. Vertel eens, hoe gaat het met je
So I don't know
Nederlands leren? Ik ben benieuwd hoe het
showed
gaat.
it,
Heb je nog nieuwe dingen geleerd sinds de
if I showed
laatste
the
keer dat we
previous
elkaar
version,
spraken?
but basically what would happen is if you switched over here and the API was still fetching the voice from this conversation, right? Then it would overlap onto this conversation after you switched until this conversation's text-to-speech API was done fetching, and then it would replace this one even though we're already on here, right? So basically what changed is that even if the fetch API from this conversation is still fetching, it automatically just cancels that. I wouldn't say it cancels, but it does not change the state. And also when you move to here, if there's any audio playing, it just removes that so that it starts fresh, right? Like how it should. So yeah, it's fucking amazing now, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm just trying to look for some new bugs here.
Hej, jeg har det godt, tak. Hvad med dig? Hvad har du lavet i dag?
So a new conversation, let's go with Spanish.
Hola amiga, ¿cómo estás? Cuéntame cómo te sientes hoy.
Está bien.
Qué bueno, me alegra escuchar eso. Cuéntame, ¿qué has estado haciendo últimamente? ¿Has tenido alguna novedad interesante en tu vida?
All right.
Hej, jeg har det godt.
Oh, that took a while.
Hej, hvordan går det med dig? Det er længe siden. Vi har snakket. Hvordan har...
Get saved.
Chào bạn.
Hey hallo, hoe gaat het met jou? Lang niet gezien. Vertel eens,
Yeah, I can't
hoe gaat het met je
really
Nederlands
see any
leren?
bugs.
Ik ben benieuwd hoe het gaat. Heb je nog nieuwe dingen geleerd sinds de laatste keer dat we elkaar spraken? Hey hallo.
Chào bạn. Dạo này bạn thế nào rồi? Chào.
Здравей, как си? Какво ново? Здравей, как си? Какво ново?
Hej, jeg har det godt, tak. Hvad med dig? Hvad har du lavet i dag?
Awesome. I'm sure bugs will show up in the future, but for now, I don't really see anything. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take a break, maybe work out, eat. That was a pretty good session.